inventors find a problem by observing their society. How can they help? How can they better the lives of the people around them? Leave the world a little better off than before. Today, we'll be looking at the inventions which do just that. Help people. आज की दुनिया स्क्रीन से जुड़ी हुई है. Laptops, smartphones, but using those is not easy for everyone. Our first inventor, Vijay, wants to make sure that no one is left behind. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you feeling right now?
A little nervous.
Okay. Don't feel nervous. Turn that nervous energy into excitement. Why don't you tell us your name and start with just telling us about where you're from?
I am Vijay from Bangalore. I am an educator, inventor, and entrepreneur.
Wonderful. Can you tell us one thing about yourself that very few people know?
So I've been to Antarctica, southernmost,
wow.
southernmost continent.
What took you there?
I set up the world's first 3D printed wind turbine in Antarctica.
Wow.
So I was,
bravo.
That's amazing.
Wow. So I was representing India on an expedition there.
That sounds like an awesome experience, and hopefully this one will be the next one on your list of awesome experiences.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So let's hear it. Let's hear what you're working on.
Okay, so let's do an experiment. I want you to close your eyes and reach for your smartphones.
I know where it is, so. Okay.
Oh, now I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't even know if it's unlocked now.
Okay, now unlock your smartphones.
I have to unlock it?
Yeah. And go to your dialer.
Go to your dialer.
Go to your dialer.
Okay. I
And
think I can
type
do
in 100.
Oh my God, who am I calling?
Have I died?
No, you haven't done anything. You can see what you've done.
Just relax. It's okay. He's so
Okay.
full. He's gone into. Dhruv is in full panic mode. He's like, what do I do? What's going to happen next?
The experience that you had is faced by millions of visually impaired users, smartphone users all across the world. And primarily, again, this is the reason why most of them don't even have smartphones. In a survey done in 2019, 8 out of 10 visually impaired cell phone users still use feature phones.
Okay.
I mean, feature phones with those buttons. This idea sort of came to me when I was at a conference for persons with disabilities. And I was having dinner with a blind girl. And after the conversation, we were exchanging our numbers. And I was alarmed at how difficult it was to input. She had a smartphone. She was very uncomfortable putting in. And I was like, again, this is, that was what, 2018. And this is 2018. This can't be this difficult to input like a number onto a phone. And that is where sort of the seed of the idea to create a better interface for a smartphone really came in. After this, again, I spent some time, hacked together something. Again, I broke open Bluetooth keyboards and sort of arranged the keyboards in different way. So the hypothesis is that just like QWERTY keyboards, the visually impaired use Braillers or Braille typewriters. So that is what I thought to sort of digitize and bring into the modern age.
Okay.
So I created like a crude prototype, and I found somebody who's visually impaired in Bangalore, gave it to him. Initially, I was a little nervous whether it'll work, will not work. But I think within a couple of minutes, once he knew where the button placements were, he was able to just type. Like no explanation about how the buttons work, all of that. He was just able to type.
It was very intuitive.
It was intuitive. So I'm creating basically a keyboard interface for the visually impaired to use smartphones and laptops more easy.
Wonderful. Could you just break down your device a little bit, explain the hardware, the design that you currently have in Vision?
So in terms of hardware, it is very similar to existing Bluetooth keyboards. So using existing chipsets, I mean, just buttons. So in terms of, because the hardware aspect of it is so simple, I can basically get the price of this, the bill of materials for this item incredibly low so that it becomes almost like a no-brainer to invest in something like this for somebody who's visually impaired.
Are you someone who is able to read Braille yourself?
Yes, I am. So I'm very slow, but I know the entire Braille alphabet.
I have a question for you. How does it work? Does it need its own battery, or does it connect to your phone battery?
So the first prototype that I had done, it was connected to the phone battery.
Okay.
But again, so that's the great thing about going to the users and testing, figuring out how to plug it in, which direction to plug it in. I know this is before USB-C.
Right.
For somebody who's visually impaired, you're trying to make it as simple to use as possible. What we want to do is have its own internal battery based on Bluetooth, so it automatically pairs when you turn the device on, and access to all the features on his phone.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? A question as old as time. But according to 22-year-old Ishu, सबसे पहले आया एक seed. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Ishu,
Hi, Ishu. Where are you from?
Sonipat, Haryana.
I go to Sonipat every day to teach.
Opijin.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, welcome to the Inventor Challenge. So, please tell us about your invention.
I want to ask from all of you, do any one of you consume egg?
I do 2 eggs a day.
What do you like about egg?
Taste, the consistent, the versatility. You can make different textures, the scrambles, the omelets, the sunny side ups.
Okay.
I love eggs. I mean, in non-vegetarian food, that's like
It's also
my go-to.
protein
It's also
and
comfort
wholesome.
food.
Yeah, convenient. So, like you, like me, there are a lot of millions of people who loves egg because of its taste, texture, nutrition, convenience. To produce just one egg, it requires 53 gallons of water, 8 yards of land, and 4 times of the protein egg itself have. In simple words, if you are eating one egg omelette, it equals to you are throwing 4 plant-based egg omelette that have same amount of protein.
Wow.
So at Plantish, we are making plant-based alternatives to egg. We want people to enjoy the same taste, same texture, same nutrition, same convenience, but at the same time, we are allowing them to experience eating healthy and sustainable food.
And is it the same amount of protein also that you're saying?
7.5 gram. Egg have around 5 to 6.
Can you tell me a little bit of detail on what does this look like? How does it feel?
So the first product that we are building is plant-based scramble liquid. When you mix egg yolk and egg white, the liquid you get. And you can use it to make scramble, bhurji, omelette, or that kind of dishes you can make out of
So
it.
what will it be like? Like
It will be a liquid packed in a
okay.
pack.
That's what I...
So this is the first product.
If I did a blind taste test, would I know the difference?
Actually, currently, yes. But our aim is to give completely same taste.
I've been a vegan for 3 years. So my question to you is, the flavor profile is going to be the one most important item. If you want to flip Sarovar, Madhok and Malini to becoming an alternative egg eater, you have to make sure it looks, feels, smells, and then finally tastes exactly like an egg. Do you feel that your invention is going to be capable of doing that?
Yes. When we talk about taste, most of the companies are using similar kind of flavors.
Yeah.
But the bigger problem is the off flavor of other ingredients that they are using. So by now we have achieved, we are not getting any off flavor from other ingredients. We have tried flavors. It is coming good.
My question is, let's step back. What is it made from and how do you go about making it?
There are 2 things to make this product. First is the plant ingredients, extracting functional proteins out of...
Which plants?
We are using oil seeds.
Seeds.
Yeah, oil seeds we are using. Quality of protein is very good and very high in omega-3, 6 fatty acids as well.
Okay.
So we are extracting proteins from
seeds?
Yeah.
Got it.
And using these seeds and adding other ingredients and making the products.
It's a very interesting business model. But like in India, people are still fighting that the Anganwadi center should have 1 egg per child, Also, there is a huge protein deficiency issue. So how does one calibrate costs if you want the country also as a market?
When we talk about costing, there are 2 things, ingredients and process. Process you can decrease with time because when you achieve the economy of scale. Price of ingredients you can't decrease. You can't buy ingredients from farmers at a very cheaper rate. So we made sure our ingredients are economical. With time, we will streamline our process to make
economies
the
of
whole
scale.
thing. Yeah.
And that's the interesting part.
That's amazing.
That's the interesting part, right? It's only actually been looked at, technology has only looked at alternative sources for meat and dairy in the last 5-7 odd years.
Yeah.
Give it another 20 years and where will we be?
Yeah.
I have a vegan stomach, but I don't have a vegan mind. That's my problem.
We will give you what you like.
So thank you, Ishu.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you.
we have enough food for thought.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anupama Gowda. I'm the founder of Workbench Projects, a makerspace, fab lab, and a public laboratory based out of Bangalore. While we speak of technology making our life easier, arts is what makes us human. And I'm interested in the intersection of technology with the arts. Today, I stay invested in STEAM education for government school children in Karnataka. Hi, Ishu.
Hi, ma'am.
I want to hear from you, what is it that your pitch is about.
There's a big segment of people who don't want to compromise on the taste they love about meat or egg, but they are open to try something healthy, more safe, more sustainable. If you are eating 1 egg omelette, it equals to you are throwing 4 plant-based egg omelette that have same quantity and quality of protein.
We are looking at 1, the protein nutrient.
Yes.
2, the fats.
Yes.
3, the structural composition of it, because it has to bind together. And 4th, the other ingredients.
I'm very sure about the nutrition because I have reports. Texture is something changes from person to person. I am saying currently we haven't worked a lot on the taste.
But it is a huge aspect. I mean, all 3 are very important. I hope all the promises that you're making, you will show it to us in the lab.
Perfect.
Why buy things when you can make them? Hi, I'm Vaibhav Chabra. I love to make things. A lot of things. Chisel. I graduated as a mechanical engineer and a photographer out of Boston University. Hammer. Post that, I started working for a startup called iNetra out of MIT Media Labs, where I found my passion for making things. Drill. That's when I moved back to India and started Maker's Asylum. Driver. Screwdriver. Hey, man. Welcome to the asylum. What all are we working on?
I'm building a keyboard interface for the visually impaired so that they can interface with technology better, smartphones and PCs.
Tell me about the device. Like, how does it currently interact with your phone?
It just shows up as a Bluetooth keyboard. The objective was to have it as hassle-free as a pairing experience as possible.
A lot of devices that are directly connected to your phone by USB. Basically, you're passing on and charging both the devices at the same time. And this one, which is going to be your keyboard then, doesn't really even require a battery.
Right.
So you take away the battery, you take away your requirement of Bluetooth.
Right now, all the confusion that I have is just decisions that I want to make in putting Bluetooth versus USB. I'm not sure.
The key USP of this is that for a blind person to be able to navigate his phone. Let's do it in the simplest possible way forward. And then let's see whether we need Bluetooth or not. Because more things that you add, you're adding to an accessibility.
Yeah, 100%, I agree. I think this time around it was not a technical challenge as much as it was understanding a completely new subject of Braille and how people use it and empathizing with those people.
Welcome to the Inventor Challenge. We're very excited to have you because we have 2 very special inventions in front of us. Are you excited to feel what they are?
Yes.
That's great. I'm very excited to call my inventors right here so they can take you through their inventions. All right?
Please do.
Yeah.
Inventors? Hi. How are you guys?
All good. A little nervous.
Nervous? Why don't you take them through your inventions?
Okay. So I've developed a Braille keypad to be used along with smartphones. So it has 6 circular buttons. Those are the Braille buttons, and type in not only characters, but numbers, symbols, and also contractions and grade 2 Braille. And currently the device is set up with TalkBack enabled on an Android smartphone.
Search options notes.
The final feature of the Braille pad is that you also have shortcuts. So all your Braille characters from A to Z also have different meanings when you long press them. And there is documentation on the table as well. So I would encourage our friends here to help out our visually impaired friends to understand, navigating this device.
Hi everyone. Let me present you plant-based scramble liquid. You can use it to make proper omelette and bhurji. So there are a lot of people who consume egg because of its taste, texture, and nutrition. This is something they love about egg. But they are also worried about their health, safety, and sustainability issues associated with the animal-based industry. So here we made plant-based egg.
Thank you so much. Why don't you guys step forward and try the first invention?
इसमें ये ब्रेल पैड है. आप दोनों हाथ से ऐसे पकड़ेंगे ना, दोनों हाथ से पकड़िए. ये 6 है ना, 6 कीज हैं. ये 1 2 3 4 5 6. अभी आपने दबाया तो एंटर हुआ.
और ये डिलीट है.
हाँ, 6 के नीचे डिलीट है.
ओके, समझ.
और ये टॉप की है ऑल्ट. I love the product. It's very creative, very innovative. It's very easy, user-friendly, and they could type things, and then it gives you that live audio feedback. So, it corrects you, it gives you a feedback. So it was great to see them using it.
Can I write my name?
Yes, you can write your name.
Capital R, capital O, capital H, capital I, capital T.
When I touch the keyboard, I feel it is mini keyboard. So it is very easy to access. Because of voice assistant, we can type fast.
I'll write cat because I like cats.
Yes.
Capital C, capital A, capital T.
For people who are into Braille and who want to stick with that language, for them it's pretty good. But it is not that mobile because using that keyboard by keeping your phone on side. So for me, it was not more mobile. Instead of that, I could use voice to text.
ब्रेल कीबोर्ड बहुत इजी है, वो बहुत इजीली यूज कर सकते थे, दोनों ने बहुत इजीली यूज किया और कभी भी प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं हो सकता है, वो लोग मोबाइल भी इजीली यूज कर सकते हैं ब्रेल कीबोर्ड से। बहुत अच्छा था वो, उसका स्मेल भी बहुत अच्छा आ रहा था, सो मुझे वो स्मेल से ही पता चल गया कि उसका टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा होगा।
I haven't tried vegan alternatives to standard regular eggs before this. I love the sound of it because we talk a lot about sustainability and health hazards associated with standard eggs and how they are stored and transported and even produced. The vegan egg substitute sounded very interesting to me.
The plant-based egg that I tasted today didn't exactly taste like a regular egg. It was tasting a bit like paste.
Taste-wise and everything, it was amazing. It's good for the people who are vegetarian.
Oh, you have no idea how excited I am. I got my own fork.
All right. So,
okay.
Let's try.
Let's do the big unveiling. You do the honors.
So who's
wow.
Wow.
Looks like an omelette.
Can I smell it? Okay, guys, that smells very close to an omelette. Why
Really?
guys?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm also going to smell it and do a little bit of a texture test.
Then you cut us pieces.
It does smell a little bit like an omelette.
There are
and the texture is also similar to that of an omelette. So, do the honors. Oh, is that bite too big for you? I was cutting my size bites.
Okay, let me
Saru, this is for you.
Oh my God, you're gonna...
Is that too big?
Yeah, it's a bit big, but
Okay,
I'll
fine.
try.
Thanks for cutting a nice big piece for me.
The texture is there for sure. I think maybe because there isn't much seasoning in it, so it doesn't have all the flavors, but there's a little bit of an aftertaste, I think, because I know that it's also not egg, but agar if I had not known, maybe I wouldn't know the difference. But I guess you would know best.
I'm just trying to see the texture.
This guy has been waiting to have an egg for a long time.
Yep. I think you've come really, really close. I think there's that slight aftertaste, an eggy aftertaste. The texture is almost there.
Yeah.
But you've done an amazing job. That is very, very, very close to an egg.
Yeah, let's go back.
Let's make our way back and we'll... Well done.
How many of these have you eaten?
I think a lot. More than 100 times I've eaten.
Okay.
Definitely unsure completely about the taste, but we at the end of it are not the ones to decide your fate.
Yes.
There is a consumer focus group जिन्होंने सबने try किया है, and they're the ones, they are your consumers after all. Here you have quite a mixed palette.
Hi, Vijay. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the lab phase?
I think as I worked more on the product, I believed in it more. The more I understood inner workings of Braille, I understood that there's so much more that this device can do.
Can we do a demo? Yeah.
So let's show us the demo.
This is the favorite part, putting things into action.
Yeah.
This is so cool. You must be so proud to see your whole product and prototype right here.
So you can turn it on, it'll vibrate.
Okay.
So
nice.
As soon as you do that,
yeah,
it will show up as a standard Braille interface.
So cool.
So your Braille pad available. I'm pairing.
Got it.
Paired
So
with the device.
the first time setup would require somebody to assist.
Yes,
And
yes.
then once that's done, then we can, it's like autopilot.
So explain this to me. So, I mean, if I'm visually impaired, how will I know what each
So
of these does?
purposely, I put two different sort of button shapes.
Yeah.
The circular buttons are the Braille interface.
Okay.
It's not a standard button mapping to finger mapping as a Braille typewriter. So there's no reinvention of the wheel over there. This is exactly standard. I am using it along with Android's talkback feature. So that's how I know what is happening.
Very nice.
So I go to notes. I'll go to the typing. If I'm typing inventor challenge, it is INVENT.
Wow.
Very good.
Wow,
Congratulations.
One of the things that I find really fantastic is that you have linked two worlds, right, of language, sound, and for the visually impaired, to be able to be part of a world which they would have difficulty in.
Right, 100%.
And you have done a lot. It is amazing. I am just so impressed. Yeah.
Fantastic work.
Nice demo.
You guys should be very, very proud of yourselves. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well done.
Very well done.
I really think it's amazing that you both are just so young. This is part of a new way of thinking. It's a new India.
I think it's wonderful what we've seen.
Yeah,
Now we
it's
have to see
fantastic.
what the focus group had to say.
Yes. So should we bring out Ahana?
Let's do it.
All right, Ahana.
Come on, Ahana, we'll clap for you too.
Ahana, we were expecting you.
With eggs? With an omelette, perhaps. Judgment Day, all the best. May the best inventor win. All of y'all
All
together.
right.
Would you all want to do the honors?
Everyone
एक
hold
साथ
one
ले
edge.
लीजिए सारे के
Everyone
सारे.
hold one.
Thank you, Ji.
And the winner is...
Congratulations.